Inside the chat right now is Mr. Tweedy and Spreezy. Back behind that, Galaxy, and then Zidon, Winghaven, and Coldaminta following back behind that. So a lot of known, I guess, solid players coming through. Lots of good aim going to be coming through in EU. That's not surprising. We know that EU is known for aim.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's, we saw some high-level plays coming out in the last round. A lot of deaths and a lot of kills that we got to catch on stream actually. So that was a lot of fun to watch. If you guys missed it, there's probably bound to be a lot more coming at you here in rounds 2 through 5.
Oh yeah, we're going back to the bread and butter of PUBG. This is we're going to be moving over to Rangel inside the next map. So this is kind of what everybody knows. Naturally, you can run over there. We're still running under the regular rules. No crazy stuff coming into play.
Not just yet.
Because remember, it's going to be rounds 3, 4, and 5 where you guys are going to be able to vote in and make some modifications to how everybody's going to have to play. So the only thing I'm going to say is, if you do want to see the melee mode, please put it on the Sandhawk map. Don't put it on Rangel.
Nope.
So,
and the voting is live now.
yes.
It is actually. So if you guys are on the Twitch app, go ahead and hit the little puzzle piece. That'll bring up the little extension for you so that you can click on the vote. And we got to do the next map, so it's going to be Sandhawk right after this one. So what do you guys want to see on Sandhawk? I'd like to see the melee one on Sandhawk myself.
That's a great one.
We saw it in Erangel last time, and a little bit too big of a map.
It's a little bit it's a little big, so the early circles tend to be a little bit slower, so it's a lot more fun on Sandhawk itself. Keep in mind, though, every single time one of the votes does go through and win, and we have like one of the new modes go through, it goes away. So as it goes through there, make sure that you pick on the map that you want it to be on. And naturally, as there's going to be a lot of different people streaming we were talking about beforehand, if you see something awesome or if you see something that you feel like everybody should know about, please make sure to use the hashtag broadcaster Royale. Feel free to at whoever. Like, you can at me, you can at him.
You can add me if you want. I'm not going to look at it, though.
I will.
I'm just kidding. Of course I'm going to look
way too many clips.
Clips are the best part of Twitch to me, man. It's like
Yeah.
you catch your little moments that matter the most out of like the entire day. Why watch 18 hours when you can just watch the 5 minutes that matter the most?
I got a little bit of an obsession with going in and checking out people's like clips. That's usually whenever I go to like a new channel the first time, I'm kind of like, so what's kind of going on with here? We're like, what's cool about them? Go check out what's clipped and like what's the highest viewed thing.
Dude, I get stuck in the clip vortex in the middle of the night all the time. Like I click on somebody's clip, I'm like, oh wait, what's this recommendation? Let me click on that one. Next thing I know, I'm watching a Russian IRL stream where the girl's walking to a pole. I love that clip. I don't know if you've seen it. I've watched it a million times.
I have not seen this. Now I need to see this.
So amazing. I don't know if she's Russian or not, but it was great. She hit the pole straight on. It was beautiful.
All right, so here we go. Fairly simple playing path, all things considered. Going over the Milta area, going to be coming over the Gatka fields. So it's going to be a little bit of a stretch if you really want to go really far to the north, but really just about anything that you want could be on the table. Nothing too terribly crazy. We are playing inside of duos. Again, regular mode, but voting is up and active. So there's 5 different modes, guys. So since we're coming into EU for the first time for the voting, mainly the way to look at it is there's an SMG and shotguns mode. So nothing too terribly crazy there. Fairly straightforward going through. Expect a lot of UMPs.
I want to see one of those.
Well, it's predominantly everybody running around with UMPs is the way it ends up working. Then we've got Choose Wisely, which I think is a really fun mode. Mainly, everything is set loot max, but no backpacks. So it's all about making sure you make the right choices in what you want for loot, meds, ammo, that type of stuff. Because that's a big thing. You run out of meds really, really quickly. And then back behind that, we've got naturally melees, which really just turns into car battle. Melees, nades, and cars is really the easiest way to look at it.
Destruction derby. Except not so much destruction, just derby.
I'm willing to bet EU because EU likes to play sweaty. There's somebody's gonna end up picking snipers, DMRs, and pistols. That's a very popular mode in EU. All right, so over with Horkan and
Kitvitsky?
KTV Sky.
Let's call him Sky.
Let's call him Sky. I'm gonna go with Sky.
Sky and Horkan.
Buglet backseat gaming. Look at you. Look at you. But hey, at least you're a backseat gamer. You embrace it. You know.
Of course.
You know. There's Moses that does backseat gaming all the team.
Backstreet Boy Moses.
Backstreet Boy Moses. That's it. We need to do that. I mean, he's got the sunglasses on. Might as well full commit at this point. But he always like backseat games whenever he's casting these. But if you ever go into his chat and try to tell him backseat games, it tilts him so hard.
That's why he's such a backseater.
He's venting it for all the time that people bring it back on him. He's like, no, I'm going to get my chance to do it.
Always got to do it at some point. What do we got here? We got Trilux.
Trilux and Bear.
Ich habe auch noch einen Sechser hier.
Trilux posted up there.
Yeah, he's a big Twitch fan. Look at it. He's got, I think, is that a chair or is that just like his hoodie on top of a chair?
I think it's like a top of a chair over there. And then he's got his pillow back in the back.
Weiß ich, habe
Is he a
ich.
Twitch cop?
So his full support for the branding.
Warte, hier schlägt er was.
Posted up inside of Shelter, which is, I don't know. In duos, it's a pretty all right place to drop. Plenty of space there.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's still pretty spread out at the moment. 59 live, lots of time here, of course.
Moses, I see you in chat coming in here trying to banter with me while I'm in the middle of the cast. See, I'll leave you guys
Is he
alone.
backseat
Nah,
casting?
he's coming in here and he's saying the fact that I like to do other backstreet activities.
Oh, gross.
Du wohnst da echt ein, hast du jetzt?
Cloud Fuel,
Wenn wir
like,
uns echt
just
in irgendein
ban him at
richtig
this point.
gutes Haus oder was
Be-
weiß ich campen, dann ist es halt nur safe. Wir müssen halt
These
dann auch
guys
die
loading up.
Situationen
Gonna take a while.
warten,
We're
aber
on 2-minute delay here under who is this? Is this Bear?
Zweier ist hier noch.
It's gonna be
definitely
Bear, yeah.
Yeah, Trilix and Bear. He's got a little bit of soundproofing, not too much though. You know, I'm pretty sure that soundproofing has to be way more than that to actually matter.
Ja, der
Ish
ist halt
depends on
dann-
how the rest of the room
dann
is.
halt-
You don't actually have to put the full
Andererseits
walls up.
gibt's
Really,
halt
you just need
keine
to get something to
Action,
break the
Action,
sound, to
Action,
get rid of
But
the
don't you
echo
at least
effect.
need to have them together?
Like you
Really?
can actually just like
Zwei
post,
Übernachtungstage
like you can just put like paintings and stuff like that on the
Lack
wall. You just
yeah.
need something off of the wall, so that way
What
it
if you
doesn't
had
make an
like
echo effect.
what if you had like a painting with like a glass frame? Wouldn't that just bounce off the
Nee,
glass
hab ich
frame?
Yeah, glass is probably a bad idea. I don't know. I'm not a full sound technician, so I'm not full. So here we are. We're at Rajak with Huck
Lost aim.
Filter. Gonna have to make sure we say that one right. Huck Filter. Because
Why not?
well, you
Oh!
reverse the letters. There you go. There
Whoa,
you go with it.
You're a good one.
With Lost Aiming over here. See, I've
We're allowed to
I've
say
done a lot
lost
of
aiming?
these.
All right, good. Yeah.
Popped over here with a whole bunch of people casting for the first time. I know your tricks. I know what you're trying to get me to say.
Ist einer an der Tür?
To be fair, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing to say. I think we can universally agree
Yeah.
that everybody should, well, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Filter and Huck and Lost Aiming. I remember Lost Aiming from season 1 too. He was doing pretty well.
Also einer hier vorne
Yeah,
in dem Raum mit dem
definitely
Doppelfenster,
not
da hab
lost
ich
in his
einen
aiming.
genockt.
Solid aim, all things considered. So kind of post up. You can tell that they've got they're beating down on somebody. They're just being patient, waiting for
Yeah.
him.
Waiting for him to stick his face out. Put it in this window for me, would you?
Du brauchst keine Attachments für eine SMG.
All right, so now we're over with Lost Aiming. Looks like he's going to get a little bit more aggressive on this now.
Yeah, shout out to Shaolin Smurf for that sub. Look at that sub notification.
That's a lot going on up there. A tractor popping a wheelie.
Zwei Weste bei mir im Haus.
Take some skills, man.
Dude, okay, just real talk. I come from a ranching family. That
you
actually
pop
happens
wheelies
a
on
lot more.
tractors?
It happens a lot more than you think it does.
Can you pop a wheelie on a
Yeah.
tractor?
Yeah, 'cause
No,
it's
no way.
predominantly like horsepower based off of the back wheel. So if you're ever pulling something and you just like gas it a little bit too much, pop wheelies on it a lot.
You know, I didn't believe you until you had the description of the horsepower on the back wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. You need to put some videos of that on your Twitter and your Instagram.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that everybody wants an iOS stream of that. Oh, but speaking of things that we should be talking about, look at that Lost Aiming.
Nichts zu heilen. Ich muss mich
All right,
engagieren.
taking a little bit of damage there.
War das der, der auf
Actually,
mich geschossen hat?
wait. I'm confused now. So Huck Filter is over there. There we go. Lost Aiming's posted up over. Cheris has just gotten knocked down. And Jazz?
Ciao.
Charles?
Charles.
So posting up there. This is the point where usually if you're going to get the down, you want to play a little bit more aggressive on it. See,
Well, Filter's
Huck
going.
Filter looks like he wants to go for the nade up there. But now at this point, the res should have gone off. So he's going to be back in a 2v1. It's just
Yeah,
a matter of
scary.
if he goes up there and tries to catch him before the med goes off. I think he's realized it's been a little bit too long. So he's getting a little bit more antsy about still just playing along the outside.
Der Rob da rum.
Yeah, he's also scared they might go
that's
off the roof and
amazing.
jump off or something.
Rocking the gas can. That's an interesting pickup. Usually you see a lot of people just kind of avoid gas
Die hier
cans.
drin halten.
Ja.
Du musst
Man, this is nerve-wracking. I hate this position you're in.
Unten
You
ist
know it's
einer an der
2v1,
Tür? Nee, das bist du. Ach, das bist du.
Ich bin das.
Never
and you
mind.
don't really know where they're at.
Ach, wird schon.
And you know he's counting
Zeigen wir weiter.
on Lost Aim to provide him with details. Are they still in the room?
Well, they're both inside the safe zone at the direct time, so no real rush on this skirmish. So it's going to be a little bit of just back and forth. If they get another down, they're now close enough to where they could potentially just run up and go for the push immediately afterwards. They just got to connect on that shot. And you can see that no peaks are really coming out. Cheris is still playing around that outside window, trying to get some line of sight onto Huck.
Yeah, right now, Cake Giles and Huck. I feel like they've seen each other a couple times. They just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Just kind of waving back and forth, sitting over there.
And Lost Aim still has eyes too, but he might be coming on down to move outside. No, just switching rooms.
At this point, like, Huck Filter's like, okay, I need more loot. I'm sitting on a gas can, man. I need to go get something else. We need to do something with this already.
The gas cans for later.
So you still want to commit, because remember the way that this whole system works is it's 250 points for a win,
Yes.
but kills are 17 points apiece. That's why we're kind of sitting here for just a second. You know that they want to hit these shots. They want to get essentially 34 points that's sitting there waiting to be grabbed.
Yeah, and in the last region we saw Asia, beautiful down there.
Greg.
Safe. Ich hab nichts zu heilen.
Now here comes the push. This has got to be your moment. You got the down. You're close enough. There you go. Come alive. Look for it. Make sure you can hold this outside angle. Is the rest coming through? Step through it,
Oh,
but gets
no!
not. His duo partner is still inside the other building, though.
And he is
So-
dead.
Lost Aiming still holding this outside of it, so the push comes through, goes and fails.
Yeah,
Lost
solo
holding his
push.
back position. Now it's a 2v1.
The other way around. Oh, boy. Unfortunate exchange there. Lost Aiming. He's looking a bit lost now that he's lost his duo.
Still leaned, he's come all the way back off of this. He's not even going for any form of peaks. He's just going to be going for footsteps and hearing if anybody pushes after him. looking around. Going. Some people like to run up and go around that outside ledge and go for a sneaky
Yeah,
little
so
peek
it's
there,
like-
so I like it.
Viel einfach Timer.
Making sure to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, he's keeping himself covered pretty well.
Standoff here.
Ja.
Lost aiming, having that great view from
Might like
the other
just
window,
zone
watching his
everything.
teammate die.
He's like, oh, you got him. No, you don't. You're dead. Sorry.
But look at this. They're going to get all of the glorious loot off of that kill,
Auf
so
jeden
now
Fall
they
noch
can have the
ein
gas
bisschen
can.
nach oben.
Ooh la la. The
The
big
best loot in
gas
the game.
can.
Best loot in the game there.
They were like, worth. We got him.
Oh man.
Yeah, at this point, you got to believe Lost Aiming's like playing for points, right?
Yeah, he's playing for survivability. A little bit of a skirmish going off right next to him. This is the point where he could potentially want to come active. You want to become
Oh, yeah.
part of this third party. You can spot him out down
yes.
there, and look at this. Just lines up,
Boom,
gets the
17
kill,
points.
finishes it off. Now he's got to figure out who they were fighting a second ago.
Okay.
I mean, he knows the direction at least.
Hast du die Namen noch drin noch gehabt?
Ja,
oder?
ja, Kjals.
Okay, cool.
Das waren die aus
Yeah, so
safe.
he had to have an idea on the angle, but just based off of the fact that where he shot him, saw the wall on the other side of it.
Alter, wo sind die raus?
Yeah, and you can see that they're trying to figure it out. They're like,
Wahrscheinlich.
Alice?
Do the math.
Im Fenster
Yeah,
geworfen.
quick math. Looks like he's
Einer
someone
war
from that
in der
direction.
Der gedroppt ist.
Trying to listen in on their
Ist
comms.
ja
See if they figure it out.
Grafikfehler oder sehe ich da einen Typen? Also Grafikfehler.
This is that antsy moment. Like, you know, you get a little bit of pressure going there.
Oh,
Oh, spots it out.
Very nice. Did you see him up there?
Yeah, it's right on the angle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, deswegen.
So now just
Mit
trying
einem
to be
Boot.
patient for it. You can see the fact that he still thinks that he's in a 2v1 situation, so he's very hesitant to go for the
Das war
hard
Hawk
peaks
Khan,
on
ne?
this.
Das ist im Team, glaube ich.
Weiß ich
Ja
gar
gut,
nicht.
nächstes Standoff. Ich meine, die wissen nicht, wie viele es sind. Das ist das Ding.
Nächster Stare-down, ja, Mann.
At this point, it's just a matter of camp to win.
Das Problem ist, ich habe
Sit there and wait and see if anybody like encroaches on him. He's just going to play away from windows. You can see fully separating out. New circle has popped. It means that he's going to have to move.
And it is still 2v1. And there's the other two guys that we saw that he third-partied in on earlier to get the kill.
Did we shift through time just a second? Because we saw Cheris. Yeah, Cheris was already dead because he's going to leave, go out to that outer wall in just a second, and then he's going to bump into Horkan.
Aha, you're right.
All right, so look at this. We're sitting here doing a little bit of time travel. It's all right, guys. See, this is the thing. This is why you got to pay attention to rules and delay that's going on with games. Nate's now starting to come after him. So Lost Aiming kind of looking around, waiting for the push. This is kind of one of those moments. Like different people play different styles. So okay, he was trying to get a little bit more information. Catch a couple bullets. Saw somebody
Oh
up there, but
my
runs
God.
right
Look
into
at
the
his face.
nade. You can see that Horkan was out on the outside of that, runs down, hits him, and sad times.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I was
there.
firmly committed to Lost Aiming surviving. We were there for so long. I was emotionally attached to that.
Dude, is this a couch warrior? That's crazy.
Playing mouse and keyboard
From a couch?
from a couch,
Yeah, that's a comfy setup he's got there.
and he's got like the Christmas lights hanging up back there.
They're up forever.
It's got the mood lighting going on too.
Yeah, I do.
He's comfy.
Yeah, chilling here. This is Joxnica. His teammate is going to be Kingston BG. He's in the building across from him.
Holding down the apartments area. Plenty of loot to be had there, specifically if you're a duo as well. There is just like, you can loot to your heart's content over here for so long.
They are chilling. Still another 2 minutes before the circle's going to move.
Fairly centralized circle, though. I mean, we're not looking at anything too terribly crazy, so that's why we're not seeing a lot of big transitions yet at this moment. So going to be just on the outside of Rajak, making its way over towards the east coast.
Yeah, Rozhok, school area. This is my favorite place to drop in this game, actually.
Oh, you're a school fighter?
No, I mean, just sometimes when I'm feeling like dying a lot. when
that's
I'm in the mood to die a lot.
When you're in the mood to die, you go to school. That's
Yeah.
the way it goes. That's the American mindset.
American Mind says don't go to school, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so Pack over here with the partner right now. You can see they're scouting out, trying to get a little bit more information. But not a lot that's happening around them at the direct time. Looking through. So if you're catching any of the other action that's happening on any of the other streams, naturally a couple people were talking about kills that were happening in other locations, please make sure to use that broadcaster Royale hashtag. Let us know what's going down.
Hey, maybe we'll throw them to some like highlight pack or something for you. Or we'll just retweet it out for you.
Getting a good look at all of the bushes and shrubberies around there.
It is quite shrubbery.
All right, so you got a quick second to look at the map there. 51 people alive. Hey, and look, Horkan just killed Lost Aiming. We're
there we
we're
go.
all over the place.
Yeah.
There we go. So now we're kind of caught up with where we were at earlier. So with Kodiak and Hulla, actually.
Last round's winners, of course. Kodiak, you see he's chilling. Only 109 at the heart rate. Uh-oh. Teammate just got blood scoring out of him. Think we might see the heart rate escalate in just a moment.
Getting a little bit more information. Looking around. They're posted up in a great building complex, but they're playing the inside. Usually whenever you play around these areas, you want to step out and play along the outer walls that go out there, so that way you can get like 360-degree vision around you and still have some form of protection. Right now they're playing a real defensive, full-on mode right now. Even in the bathroom on top of that, just waiting to see if anybody encroaches.
What do you think that 200 is on the top right of his webcam there? Is that his max heart rate?
I have no idea.
Like,
Kodiak fans, you got to let us know. What's the 200 mean?
I'm curious.
I know that there's got to be some. Okay, here are the vehicles.
Ammo count.
See, this is the problem. See, they can hear the vehicles, but see, being inside, this building has terrible windows. So there you go. Step out against the walls. Take the shots up there.
All right, here we go.
Hol van?
Look at this. Moses is rubbing off me. I'm backseat gaming.
It's okay. He'll be backseat casting in a second.
And there are no special settings for this match. I can see a couple people in chat chit-chatting about it. No, right now you guys can vote to find out what's going to be happening, but it's always games 3, 4, and 5 are where the specialty rules come into effect. They say it's sub-count. That's what it is. The 200 is.
Whoa, perfect number 200 there.
Well, posted up with his plum, I believe it was decided by Twitch chat earlier.
That's a plum?
I think so.
Questionable plum.
Hey, he's committed to the purple theme, though. I already told you, I like purple, so.
Yeah, shout-outs to Ballage with the cheers and the donations coming through.
All right, so here we go. We've got the circle up now. You can kind of see what's going down. Right on the outskirts of Yasnaya, we have our guys from Monjak beforehand. Easy area that they can kind of move into, but a lot of these little shacks and individual places are kind of already taken in the centered up locations around the map. Everybody looks like they still have plenty of space to work around, so nothing too crazy going on at the direct time. Just a couple of pot shots back and forth, trying to burn through different people's meds, armors, maybe get a lucky down.
Yes. And here we go. Looks like we got Reggie Beardo on the screen.
Reggie Beardo.
His teammate Hawkeye.
He does have a beard. I always wonder, whenever you commit to a name, like there's
You're screwed.
Mustache Dave or Beardo, you have from that point forward. Like if you ever end up with one of those days where you're just like, okay, I'm done with this, I want to shave it.
Right.
You can't do it anymore.
I mean, that's what would happen to you if you were Mustache Matt.
Yeah, no, see, I had to, can't do it. Can't do it.
What's Matrim from?
Oddly enough, it comes from back in the wild days whenever everybody called themselves like off of the first 3 letters. You know, whenever like back before everybody was always in audio chat or audio communication.
Sure.
You had to type everything out. So you just use the first 3 letters of people's names. My real name is Matt. I wanted something that had Matt in it.
So what's the rim part?
Actually comes from a book. Matrim is a character. Oh, Armored UAZ. What's up? Somebody got themselves a nice little care package there.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm hyper nerd.
Gotcha.
It's from a fantasy book.
Whoa.
Yeah, Wheel of
It's not
Time.
Skyrim or something? Okay, cool. Matt Skyrim? No?
The longest book series in all time.
Whoa, all
It's
right.
like, I say
Have
that.
you read it all?
It's like 1,000,000 books and it's real slow. So.
But have you read it all?
Yes.
Okay.
Confirmation.
Confirmation.
And yes, Raging, I see you inside the chat. There was a period of time whenever Mustache Dave did shave his mustache, and it was the weirdest thing ever, and we ridiculed him about it to no end until he finally regrew it.
So you made him regrow his mustache?
Well, like chat and everybody, like he would come in and he'd be like, "Hi, my name is Mustache Dave," and everybody'd be like, "Where the hell's the mustache man?"
Damn, that's screwed.
All right, couple of pot shots going over there. You got Hockey trying to hit that UAZ in the distance, but return fire coming through. That's the problem with Shack Life. Whenever you live in the Shack Life, you know third party is going to be coming into effect at some point.
Shack Life is one of my favorite terms.
So you asked me, now I'm going to ask you, where did your name come from?
My name is Repaul, and my teacher couldn't say it.
Oh!
And so he was like, how about Rip? And that was it.
Easy mode coming through there.
I'm smoking for you.
Couple of shots going back and forth. So we're now with Tweede and Spreezy.
So Tweede is not so tall, huh? That's what I keep hearing Moses talk about.
Never trust Moses. But with Tweede getting knocked there, vehicle explosion coming through, does manage to live through it, but now everything's on the Spreezy. 90 comes out, and it's going to take down Spreezy, I think.
Tweede.
Okay, never mind.
Yes, Spreezy's still up here. He's got the med kit. Not so happy. Oh boy, really unhappy.
Going to run the outside of the smoke, just trying to make it in there, but nope, bullet comes through there, and it's going to be Reggie Beardo from the Shack taking him down.
I guess next time just...
Yeah, rough round for them this time around. Shout out to Greg though with the 783 donation for him. This month, of course.
This is the rough part of this map now.
Shack
Whenever you're kind of committed to this, you know that there's going to be so much third party that's coming to affect 41 people still alive. So every time you step out, you have to figure out some way to get through here. So we're going to throw up the smokes. That's an interesting smoke to throw down in that location. Maybe they're just trying to buy themselves a little bit more cover. Are they going to try to take the UAZ with no tire? Or just use it for some type of cover? Yeah, it looks like they're going to use it for cover to get a little bit more information.
Wow, they're getting lit up in there. Oh my gosh, so much for being armored.
Yeah, well, I mean, it holds up to a certain degree of fire, but whenever it just gets direct fired from two different people, it's still going to go down pretty quick. It really only takes about one clip of of AK ammo.
Okay.
So 7.62 and about 30 shots can take down a UAZ, armored UAZ, I think like 42 or something along there.
Okay.
Don't quote me on those numbers. I know,
Basically, sitting
approximation.
duck, vehicle, dead fast.
Yeah, easiest way to look at it. Oh, there you go, Hockey. You got the line of shot. Connects a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he landed up nicely off the first peak.
Long distance shot.
Oh yeah, he's
Not
getting
afraid.
pinched hard.
Now, the problem with it is anytime you're posting up inside of a shack like this and you start taking shots, it's going to draw a lot of attention. But no worries, really, whenever you have a burning wreckage UAZ out front and smokes galore all over the place, everybody's going to kind of look your direction.
They're
Regardless.
gonna get grenaded in that shack.
Mám mega heal.
It's
They're still inside
inevitable.
the safe zone, though.
Akorát bandáže nemám, no.
Pretty sure he told him to bandage. Bandage.
Reggie steps out and takes a bullet to the face, gets dropped there.
Lucky grenade, lucky grenade.
Going for it there. Has an approximate idea on where he's at. Throwing down another smoke, now firmly aware that all pressure is onto him, trying to connect onto some shots, waiting for the smoke to plume up to maybe go back and try to go for the res, but you can see the push is starting to come out now. Trying to connect just a touch.
Nemůžu jí zvedat.
Going for the res.
Finally feels safe. Got to run through there.
All right, so this should give him enough time to get Beardo back up.
Tak teď doufej, no.
What do you got to say about Hockey? Give us your opinions.
Chilling, man. He's nervous. If we had a heart rate monitor there, I'd say he's about a 125 right now.
You can tell by the eyes. He keeps looking back and forth.
Oh, he saw him.
There you go. Connect onto it. Trying to hit a couple of the shots. Before he
he
goes a
shoots
little bit
like
wide.
me.
Za horizontem, no. Furt tam pobíhá.
Got to teach that air some respect sometimes. All right.
Ne, běžel zpátky.
More air respect.
Oh my gosh.
A jde
From where?
Now, this is the problem we were talking about. The more active a fight gets, it starts coming into drawing a little bit more attention. But I think it's one duo that's holding down two different points. I like the approach that they're going with, so that way they're holding down two different angles and really forcing them to kind of keep peeking back and forth.
Okay, they're keeping him guessing right now. Hockey looks composed, though. I like it.
Playing off of it.
Dostávám za.
Yeah, I think that's
He's
gonna
getting
be,
pissed.
No, I think that's another person that's hitting him from the outside.
Yeah, I think we're up 133 now, maybe. Oh, yeah, he's getting fidgety. Definitely up to like 134.
Pressure's starting to mount. There's nowhere for him to go at this point. He knows the fact that he's under so much duress right now. Does he have any more utility? He's going to throw a smoke back behind him, provide anybody shooting him from that third-party direction. At this point, they have to do something. They have to either relent, they have to push, they have to make some type of angle. There's too much that's happening in this specific spot. The longer that they sit here, it just means the more. Finally,
nice.
there we go.
Oh, that's
Kodiak
Kodiak!
gets taken down, trying to flush him out. So full-on kill onto Kodiak now.
Oh my God, his heart rate sensor must have been going crazy.
Já to nechci pušovat přesunout.
All right, so now it sounds like they're trying to discuss whether they should push out. They should know that if Kodiak's in that position, that angle should be pretty safe.
Ale přesně.
They are still inside the safe zone.
His duo has to be around too, though, right? Because he was down first.
Correct. He was down
Probably
first.
somewhere over that hill.
Smokey, tam landuju.
A little bit of a fight happening just all around them right now.
He's trying to get some information out there. Oh, beautiful. Got eyes on him still in that shack. Man, he is so comfortable with the guys behind him, too. He's not really worried about them.
Now notice the fact that his body armor has taken a ton of damage. So this is where we talk about with the attrition stage. Whenever you end up a fight for this long, you're burning through meds off of the revives. You can see helmets are starting to get depleted. Body armors are getting depleted. Down to 17 rounds, all things to work with. So every shot has to be key importance right now.
He's taking his time here. I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to go and loot Kodiak. Oh, my gosh. Those guys, a little shack behind him.
I love every single time the UAZ gets hit, he goes back into the shack like, okay.
It's like,
What are we going to do
that was a
about
little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous. They have been living the shack life for a minute.
Dude, like I said, it's whenever you end up committing to the shack, it's a full commit. You just have to sit here essentially until you're forced to move. Keep in mind, they are playing for position at the direct time.
Mm-hmm.
So 27 people alive, a couple other building complexes. I think that really it's going to be the deciding factor is whenever the next circle forces them to shift one way or the other.
Right.
Do toho lesa.
You think it's likely? Or do you think they're still going to be sitting in the safe zone after this circle?
They're not. They're kind of, I don't know, a quarter of the way into the circle, so maybe a little bit closer to a third. So there we go. Now I can see how everything's kind of playing out at the direct time. Got Winghaven, Coldeminta playing right on the other side of what we were just watching a second ago. Nobody's really too centered up at the direct time. We do have somebody that's playing around an Alamo location, which could be quite strong. So coming in with Mr. 4 damage right after he gets a kill onto Doofy.
Salute.
Circle's about to pop in. Looks like they're just trying to catch anybody that's a late. Oh, you chose a bad place to lay down, buddy. Gonna force him to retreat back out. Well, I mean, it's a long range shot. So.
Yeah. Information gathering prone. I'm gonna bait out a shot. Watch this. They're over there.
Is that your master strategy?
Oh yeah.
You just run out, hold the
why
pan.
do you go? Yeah. Why do you put the pan, go prone, and go like, watch, someone's gonna shoot at me.
Your job is your friends force you to just run out there and
my
kind of lay
aim
down.
sucks. I'm always the decoy.
Uh-oh. Papa's running right up next. Shot comes
Surprise!
through, get the down onto it, but can he make any type of play off of it? Trying to hit the connection on. Going around the outside. Slow creep up. Then knows the fact that he's in a 1v1, trying to connect with it and get the shots. So nice double kill coming through.
Yeah, 5 kills total. That's a ton of points. That's like 85 points.
Kto to jest?
I did the math in my head.
Wyjaśniłem go.
23 to go now.
Nice. Let's do it.
Nice.
All by your lonesome. Sees another duo out there. Knows the fact that he's going to have to push forward 20 seconds. So I like the fact that he's opting away from taking any shots right now. You don't want to draw that attention while you make the run over. Don't want to let anybody that's gatekeeping potentially know your location. Try to get ahead of them, get into the circle, and then catch them as they're running in. Pop, 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 pop. Just slow running in. This is that nervous stage whenever you're making that run.
This always makes me nervous.
You can see, is he going to opt into the shot? Feels like they're coming too close to him and going to be coming in the exact same spot as him. So switching over, going for the nade.
From downtown.
And back through.
Oh,
A little
no.
bit wide, but okay, shots now starting to come out from everywhere.
Oh, I like the timing out with the rock in the bush.
Circle is now coming in as well.
And not much further to go.
Now it's just a matter of springing the trap just right. If they push up, there he goes. Find the rock.
Oh,
and they just spotted
knew.
it. Just steps forward is like, hey, okay, if you're not behind the rock, I know where you are. Takes the shot and just insta-kills him.
Yeah, down to 16 now. Back up Mr. 4 damage.
Circle is popped. They are still inside the safe zone. Got themselves a nice building complex to play around. Looking around.
Yeah, Chaos still up for him, too.
They don't have the best line of sight down in the valley next to them is the only problem. So they could have a couple of people that can kind of sneak up next to them. So that's why they're kind of focusing on that angle. One thing to note, though, they are on one of the thinner parts of the circle. So a couple of people could be pushing around the outside of the, right on the edge and come back behind them.
Yeah, seems to be pretty calm. Oh, he's going to take the shot. Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Do it.
gosh.
You can do it. At least one.
None?
Yep.
4 damage. That's all I was asking for.
Just 4 damage. That's all we want. Give
My
it to us.
goal this round. If I could just get 4 damage.
Knows exactly where he's at right now, so just waiting for the circle to force him to have to move because we're in one of the late circles. I'm not sure if the tree is in play or not.
I got to believe.
You can do it. I have faith in you, man. You can do it.
That's
Yes!
4 damage at least.
Yes! He got a hit.
Oh, my
Come on,
goodness.
come on, come on.
There's no ammunition. Reload.
He's only got 24 bullets
Oh,
left.
another 4
Other
damage.
than this. All right, there we go.
Wait,
there
pon,
we go.
pon.
Mr. 4 damage coming in, getting his 4th kill.
Yeah, Mr. 400 shots for 4 damage. Boom!
Hey!
Making 5 kills.
Making up for it real quick. Here.
Hey. Well done, sir.
Shots southwest far hill.
All right.
Good comps.
So now looking over there.
Sort of like
Problem with it now is how much ammo do they have left. Sure, they're getting a couple of kills, but every single shot just depletes you down that much more.
Go 4 damage.
smoker.
Line up something onto him. Now down to a grand total of 28 bullets left on this.
Mensen waren nog onder dit, hè? Kak, die irriteren me wel.
Just close the door.
He's like, I don't get a shot from that side.
Now keep in mind, they are not inside the new
Hij
safe
ligt daar.
zone.
Ooh, they're going to have to move you, right?
They're going to have to move down. They've been caught up in this fight for just a little while, so they know the fact that they're going to have to move. Keep in mind, it's not going to be too far that they're going to have to move.
Mm-hmm.
Iemand mee?
Yeah, they're going
There
to
you
move
go.
up right now. Right towards that rock.
Hier waar ik nu ren.
Got a couple.
Guys are
Where
looking
somebody's
great.
over there. I believe that's our bros over there in the shack that we're hanging out. That's the same shack from beforehand. Not 100% certain.
5 for 6, tering.
Ambutje.
So the challenges are going to be coming inside the next round. So just talking chat real quick and letting you guys know that since you guys keep asking about it, the way it works is you guys were voting this round, so we'll find out whatever challenges you guys have decided, and they will be active in rounds 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, so right now you guys are voting for round 3. It's going to be on Sandhawk. Mission 4 damage, doing pretty well here. Getting damage on people while we only have 12 to go.
Smoke spotten.
A little bit of a skirmish happening right between those guys. 7 bullets left. I need to know. How much does he have in his other gun? Okay, there we go. See, we're fine.
All right,
He's got
we're
the AK
chilling.
to go. See, he's just burning through the 5.5 for the long range and then using the AK for the close range. I commit. I like it.
Mission
At
4
this point,
damage.
I feel bad for Mr. 4 damage. Hey, we've all been there. We miss a couple of shots every once in a while, guys.
This is me regularly.
It'll be all right.
Ik maar safe 5 of 6.
Auw, ik word gelit.
I was gonna laugh if he shot.
He almost did.
Ik move terug. Dit is,
Ja, we kunnen niet.
Ja, move heel even terug.
All right, now just throwing down some more smokes, getting a little bit more cover there.
Oh, wow. Ja, wow.
Kijk.
Smoke one way, run the other. Classic.
A little bit of bait and draw coming through.
Maar er is nog geen bitch op 160 trouwens.
Is that still Shack Life up there?
I can't tell. And
It is.
Yes, it's our boys, Hockey and Reggie, still hanging out over here.
Voilà, 2 team mee.
Looking back and forth at each other, trying to connect on some shots.
I think he's shooting our boy Mr. 4 damage.
Yep.
Maar hij zou nu, hij ben aan het pushen wat.
Starting to get a little bit of a feel of where everybody's at and where the positionings are.
Man, that circle has been very nice to them.
All right, you live and you die by the shack.
Nog
Full
wat.
commit. Oh,
Oh,
Mr.
no.
4 damage. No.
Zo zes,
Back behind the rock. Does have the smokes, and it looks like he's just going to get flushed out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
Chaos not going to be able to get to him. Second kill there for Hockey.
Now
call
here
him
comes the
Shack.
press. So you can see that they are posted up inside the shack. Shack is inside the safe zone, but these guys right on the other side of the road are going to have to push. They can either circle around and try to make another encroachment, or they can just hard push into this. It's going to be Winghaven and Cold Amenta. So the fact that it looks like they're regrouping just a little bit. This has been a fairly long standoff between these two duos. So the only problem with it is Reggie keeps playing around the shack, so they're going to know exactly where he is. So they can just keep peeking that exact same angle back over there. Whereas the guys that are playing along this ridge can keep popping up in different locations. Spray starting to come back their way. Looks like they finally opted into just coming
look
alive.
at the push.
Stepping up, gets that down onto Hockey. So now it's all onto Reggie. Reggie taking a couple of shots, and yes, he goes down. So now he's going to run forward, use the smokes that the other team was so polite and provided for them, and now going to use that for a res.
And well done here. Colamenta and Winghaven going to survive this exchange, it looks like. They're a little exposed, but I think the smokes didn't give him enough cover.
That should be fine.
Yeah,
They've
Chaos
had
is on the other side, though, right? So we don't know where he's at.
they've had control over that ridge for a while, so I don't think that they feel like they're going to get pushed in from anywhere. So now they have control of the shack. and-
Yes. Shack Life continues. Part 2.
Yeah, now we're at the sequel part of this. So they're kind of posted up. So solid push, all things. Keep in mind, Winghaven Cold Amenta known for really phenomenal aim. And one of the things about this, guys, is remember, if you see somebody you're like, okay, damn, that was great, or that was a nice push, or something like that, I can see chats like solid pushes, all things considered. Go give these guys some love. Everybody here is streaming, as you can tell. We're hopping in on a lot of their streams themselves. So go give them a follow, go give them a little bit of love.
Yeah, back here on Hitman. And his teammate, was it OG?
I think so. Now,
And
Saints Horseman's. I thought Horseman one time he like wore a necklace that had like a horseshoe
A
on
giant horseshoe,
it.
yeah.
Where's
It's okay.
that?
He's still his lucky day. 6 alive. He's still in there. And these guys duo alive with them.
Might to forget how bad we were at Seattle. Horseman, I love you, dude. Every single time he has some of the best stuff. All right, so 29 days to go, and come on, give this guy some heroes. He needs to forget how bad it was. Make the bad memories go away.
Yeah, 69 Horseman, 69. Living Edge Life
So
with
post
the duo now.
Yeah, 6 alive, all things considered.
Oh, Buffer
no,
Life.
Buffer.
69, Buffer 69.
Come on, we commit. You can do it. There we go. Okay, so now back over here. Don't no.
Oh, boy.
right.
It's okay, we're back.
Now we're back. Sanson's got knocked, and
Oh, Buffer Life.
we're frames. Frames. All right, there we go. Winghaven Cold Amenta popping over with. They have the high ground position we saw from just a second ago. So we know at this point that it's 3 different duos. So Winghaven Cold Amenta, high approach. Looks like they're trying to get some line of sight back down on what's happening below them.
And they have the high ground.
I think that
Estoy dentro de zona.
Horseman now is going to need another donation
revivir en el
for
humo este.
remembering how bad my stream was. We jumped on it.
¿Dónde estoy yo? Tú vente aquí.
Que no más
Oh
OMEN,
my God,
Voy.
this is so scary.
Winghaven Coldamento with a little bit more
No
push
guns?
going through there. It looks like they're
Stay,
getting,
stay, stay,
like
stay,
you can
stay,
see all the smokes around, so they have a rough idea on where people are at. I love this. They're just being brave with it, stepping down. They have confidence inside their aim, so they're just going to try to look and see where people are going to be at and just push into them.
No hay granado de mano. There's no grenades in hand. I think.
All right, so now finally smokes dissipate. Trying to get a little bit more
Vamos a
information here.
rematar a estos, tú, a matar a estos. A matar el kill ahora.
Coldamento. Stands and dies outside the play zone, dropping us down to a 5. Hard push, just stepping up, trying to see if he can get some spray. Those bushes, man.
Tenemos
Is
que
it
matar a los
2v2
del
now? We're
bosque.
down to 4.
Estoy contigo, estoy contigo.
Side the smokes.
Pica por la derecha,
Start-
Albas, picaba.
Are they going to start any form
Vamos
of
los dos
spray?
por el mismo
Keep in
ángulo,
mind,
tú
every
por la
single time they
izquierda,
take
por los dos por
any
la izquierda,
shots, they're going to give away their positioning to the duo that is hiding.
Sin hacer mucho ruido.
That's
tú.
why
It's
they're
all about
circling.
sound
Ábrete
and
más, ábrete más.
localization at the direct time.
I think there's a rock down there as well, or a vehicle.
I like this. They're separating out just a little. Well, they're pretty close to each other, but they're playing off of different angles. That way they can try to protect each other to
Está ahí
some
detrás, tú.
degree. Full on flank, gets the line. One of them gets down on that hitman. Now steps up and sprays his duo partner. Winghaven Coldamento with a strong push all the way down the hillside, fighting their way through his shack, and then just downhill the whole way there to get the kills.
Yeah, well done. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winghaven, Coldamenta get the W here in round number 2.